Alright, let's try it again. Welcome to another episode of Revenge of the C-Team, guys. Had to stop and restart recording there because the game almost crashed. I just loaded it up. So, let's see, since the last episode... I did all of the... Let's see, I showed off the power stuff, and I did these. I've got the sorting bank over here for saplings and wood. Throat's kind of scratchy. Need something to drink. Man. Alright. So, I've got the Ender network thing here set up for white, green, white. Anytime I... let's see, it's this one here. Anytime I put saplings or wood into this bag, they end up in that chest right there, and they get sorted into the appropriate deep storage unit. And they are in item ID order, according to saplings, and the corresponding wood type is above them. So oak, spruce, birch, jungle, acacia, and dark oak are all here. And any other miscellaneous unsorted saplings and wood and wooden pieces of stuff are kind of just in here. Alright, so over here I set up this little auto farm. I'm currently farming up birch, saplings, and wood over here. I had it running on oak trees for like 2 days. So basically the entire system is running on the Tesseract, but I've also got some solar panels set up here just in case I need them. They're not doing anything right now, but during the day they help out. So there's two 3x3 squares here. I don't have any upgrades put into these. So two 3x3 and one tall, of course, areas in front of these harvesters. Whenever a tree grows, they knock down the whole tree. The wood and saplings go in the chest directly behind the harvester. The wood goes into this ender chest, which we have linked up to our ender pouch. That goes over to that little bank over there. The saplings go through the bottom, back into the planter underneath, and get replanted. And any sludge that gets produced from these harvesters will go into this ender tank, and the ender tank is on black, 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 and that gets sent over here to go into our sludge boiler to make miscellaneous terrain blocks and stuff. So plenty of that going on. And it took me a little while to actually make all the parts and get this all set up correctly and make sure everything was running the way I wanted it to. Also here is an ender collector. In case the harvester takes out all the wood before it gets to the leaves, and the leaves despawn and drop saplings, this will pick those up in a like 4x4x4 area. So kind of anywhere in this little square here, it'll pick those up. I also had it picking up, well, it will pick up anything, but it was getting apples out of the oak trees and saplings and other stuff. So, and occasionally, like a squid will die somewhere here. I don't know why, they clip into a block and die or something, but I was getting ink in there too. So, yeah, I have to check this periodically to make sure it's not getting anything weird in it. But, yeah, that's that set up. I've been ignoring the sugarcane for a while. Don't have a use for it. Is it gonna start raining? Yep. Yeah, why not? Just add rain to the video. Let's see. I'm pretty sure I showed this off where I'm transporting energy. Let's see, is this counting down? It was counting down. Did it just cut a tree? It might have. Anyway, I need to also make a third tesseract to put over here to power this with, but I don't really need it for now, but it would help. Anyway, so this is just powering all of our machinery back here. So here's the Oreberry haul so far. Here's the actual count. I haven't been using the gold for anything. So over 2 rows of probably each of them, except the ones I've been taking out. These I'm going to turn into mob essence with an XP shower and a drain or a sewer or whatever it's called. I think it's a sewer. And using that to run the auto spawner here. I just haven't gotten around to it. Been playing a lot of Sky Factory. And I've got a tank missing for some reason. This should be a lava tank here. Not sure why it's not there. Did I throw it in here? It's probably this one, yeah. Well, got plenty more where that came from, right? But do I want to use this? Do I want to make more obsidian? Not yet. Don't have a use for it at the moment. Anyway. What else? I've been doing a lot of resource gathering. Just a ton of mining. And processing of ores. And I actually need to reduce a little bit of these. That's a little better. Making blocks out of everything, so I've got just tons and tons and tons of metals. There we go. No, not you. This one. Yeah. Okay. Alright, also, last episode, I started building the AbyssalCraft room up here. And I think what I'm going to do is this will be the storage area for the AbyssalCraft items up here. This is just going to be a storage space. And then, down, 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 underneath the storage room for the base, this is our ritual space down here. Took me a little while to figure out a nice design, get this Darklands grass in here, silk touch some of that back here. Build all the walls up. I had to go get some more dark stone. A little bit of dark stone brick on the outside walls. And made these this little ritual space here. And basically how you make this is you just put cobblestone or stone, or there's like a few different blocks you can use, but I went with cobblestone. You just place them in this pattern on the ground, and the one in the middle you right click with the AbyssalNomicon right here, Necronomicon, whatever. You just right click on that and it makes these little pedestal blocks by itself. It just changes them into that. So went ahead and made our ritual thing down here, and I have used it twice so far. Once to make this sacrificial altar and once to make this energy pedestal. So let's see, rituals. Here we go. So inside the book it tells you how to do things. So I can get an Eye of Ender and some of these shards of oblivion and redstone, and this is the pattern that you use. And it takes the item in the middle and turns it into the item here at the bottom, and it uses this much energy. And you can check the energy you have by looking at your book. So I've got 4,600 right now. And it tells you where you have to be to use this ritual. and it kind of tells you what the item does. So here I can make a transmutation gem, infusing a pearl with blah 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 blah, all this stuff. Breeds nearby animals, might also kill all of them if you're unlucky. So this I'm not going to ever do, because I don't need to breed animals for anything. Here's an antimatter eradication. You can change antimatter into regular matter items. You can increase the range of your rituals by using these. You make a ritual charm, and then you change it into a range amplifier, or a duration amplifier, or a power amplifier. Here's the pedestal I made. So you make a regular energy pedestal by using, I think it was just like some dark stone and some of these gems. And you set all these items up. These are the little gem shards I was farming out of those mobs last episode. So I went and got a lot of those. So you just set them on the pedestals, use 400 energy, and it changes it into the overworld energy pedestal. And that is right here. You can right click to put your book in there, and it charges your book with energy. There's ways to speed up the process and to do this in other dimensions to be faster, but this is the only dimension I've been in so far. And so I need to find out, and I know there's at least one viewer that can help me. How do I get to the next dimension? I know you have to like make an item. There's some item that you make that opens a portal, but I don't know exactly what it is, like how to make it. So leave a comment. I think it's like this thing, the gateway key. That doesn't seem right though. See, that says can only be used in the Abyssal Wasteland. Create a portal, infinite uses. I don't think that's it, but I know it's like some kind of key that you have to make to create the portal to go to the next dimension. But I looked through the book here at the rituals, like information, potential energy. This is just like how to get the materials, special materials. This is how to make some other stuff. Monolith stones, ritual charm, sacrificial altar. See, this I made. That's to kill off mobs to make more energy faster. But yeah, I want to go to the next dimension, but I'm not quite sure how, and I haven't looked it up on like a wiki or anything. So like somebody who's watching, I know there's at least one of you that knows what you're doing in this mod. Leave a comment, tell me how to get to the next dimension for AbyssalCraft, because I want to go there and check it out. Anyway, also, between episodes, I expanded our storage space here. Let's see, I added the item frames to some of these that were missing. Red sand. I've been getting a lot of red sand lately. A little bit of it out of the sludge boiler, and some of it from the biomes that I've been visiting, walking around. There's also, what is this? Basalt and basalt cobblestone. And what, marble? Yeah, the Chisel 2 raw marble is in here. I've got a filing cabinet with slabs in it here. Since they're all like the same type of item, they'll stack together in here. Limestone, diorite, granite, and andesite all here. More mob drops. Here's our current collection of mine stones, if anybody was wondering. Got a lot of them. Absolute ton of these things. And for some reason, it's showing them more than once. Like these 3 slime here. If I scroll back to the left, they're right there. So I don't know why it's doing that. Unless they have a stack limit of 3, I'm not quite sure. No, there's Captain Sparkles stacked up to 5. So they're not limited to 3. Anyway, probably the best one I have so far is the, let's see, Thamium Golem? 3 on each side. A creeper, charge creeper's 3 on each side. I thought I had one that was like 4 on a side. Maybe not. Oh, well there's, okay, trot, the bottom is 4. Anyway, Enderman's 4 on the left. Oh, here it is, the Wither, 4 on each side. So Thaumium Golem and Wither and Charge Creeper are like the best 3. 4 on each side. Anyway, I'm on a single player server, so I'm not going to be using that for anything. Whatever it is, like Beyblades or whatever. Oh, here's the coal chest. Somebody wanted to call me out on how much coal I had. Nope, there it is. It's not an entire chest of blocks of coal, stacks of coal blocks, but it's pretty close. So, yeah. And I'm getting that from just mining the coal ore with Silk Touch. And then you take the coal ore blocks and put them in a pulverizer here, and you get 3 each. And I've actually got some more in here. These I'm out of space to store. And I'm using the redstone furnace for some of these that don't have like alternate types. And anything that has alternate types, I use the Tinker's Construct smeltery so that I get a uniform type of bar. I don't have like 3 different kinds of tin laying around and 3 different kinds of copper. Stuff like that. Anyway. If you're in the same boat as me and have a lot of the same kind of thing, and you want to make blocks out of it, let's take those out. Usually you come over here and you're like, oh, I want to make like this into blocks, and then take the next stack and make that into blocks. That actually takes a little bit longer than you have to take to do it. If you've already got some blocks, just take one out, and when you get to your crafting table, you just mouse over the block and hit R, and then you shift click on the little question mark, and then there you go, you're done. You just shift click on the block there. So it's like, oh, I have to go make blocks out of these. You just go over here, R, shift click, done. Anyway, what else? I haven't really done a lot of progression other than building the AbyssalCraft room under the house, the AbyssalCraft storage above the house, that little farming thing there, and did a lot of resource collecting. Oh, and this. Other than those couple of things, that's about it. I've been doing a lot of Sky Factory farming, so haven't been here too much, not as much as I used to be, and I definitely haven't been playing League of Legends as much as I used to, but I'm getting back into that now. If you're keeping track of my channel, later today I'll be uploading some Earth. The Ultra Rapid Fire mode is back for 2 weekends, and I was playing the heck out of that yesterday. Didn't record any of it though, so I'm going to go and record some of that today, throw it up on YouTube for you guys to watch. So anyway, let me explain this little contraption here. This is where I was making my tesseracts. Or not making them, but filling them. I had to have a magma crucible and fill these with like liquid ender stuff. And that's what this is for here. The crucible, I just put ender pearls in there. It exports the fluid into this tank. Then whenever I have the exact amount I want in the tank, I put the tesseract frame in the casting basin and just turn this servo on, and it fills the frame with liquid ender stuff. So that's what that little setup is there for. Some people saw it last episode, and I got a message asking about it, so figured I'd explain it real quick. And yeah, I'm using these solar panels everywhere because they're very handy. They're easy to make from the Matter Overdrive mod. They're easy to make. They fit in one space, one little square. The only downside is they only run in the daytime, So if you have something that's kind of power intensive that you want to run during the night also, that's what the I've got the Tesseract thing set up for, and kind of like a backlog of power here, extra storage space. Oh, but also the solar panels, instead of putting them on top of the machine, I had this solar panel on top of this one and that one on top of this one, but the trees along this edge here were not growing because there was like 2 blocks. Well, it was really only a block and a half, but the tree saw it as 2 full blocks obstructing it, so it wouldn't grow most of the time. So I moved them down, and they will export power to their sides as well. So this solar panel will power this harvester even though it's not on top of it like I thought it had to be. So they work in any adjacent space, but not on top. If you put one of these under something, it's not going to work because A, you're probably blocking the sunlight, and B, this is the bottom half of the block, so it's not going to interfere with anything above it. Yeah, I think that's it. Kind of just updated the ender pouches here. So probably this is our next project for sure, because I've been putting it off for too long. Just transferring these berries out of this box. Probably with an ender chest, because they're very convenient. Taking them out of here, I'll probably just put the ender chest directly behind this harvester. So they go from here to another location, probably like right here. They'll probably go right here. And then have a sewer block. So that will turn the experience berries into mob essence, and they will drain into a tank that I can then put straight into the auto spawner here. I might have to remove one of these blocks of glass somewhere so I can put the power into the side or the mob essence into the side. Or I might actually run it through the top like I did in our Attack of the B Team playthrough. Just run it through the top straight down into the spawner there. Anyway, what are we at? 22.5 minutes. That's about all the updating for this mod pack. Oh wait, real quick. There's this thing I found under the ocean a long time ago and never went and checked it out. Kind of marked it on the map and then left it alone. There is a giant underwater matter overdrive base right here. See this? I saw this a long time ago and marked it and never went down into it, but then just recently I went down into it and explored it. There's like everything in here. All the different kinds of blocks. Some ladders. Over here, there's like a farm. There's potatoes and carrots here. Birch sapling. There's these tritanium crates. There's like 4 or 5 different colors of these, and they're color coded. So over on this side, you got the yellow one, and there's an Android station here, a charging station, these Matter Network cables and switches. So I never even had to make any of this stuff. It was all down here. On this side, we got a weapon station, the orange crate, and on the other side, we've got the matter replicator, pattern storage, pattern monitor, analyzer, cables, switches, and a blue crate. So, like, I didn't have to make anything. I mean, I did because I didn't know this was here. And there's a titanium lamp here also. But this is like an underwater, fully complete stocked base that you can just come into here, and you don't have to do anything. The only thing I'd have to make is the energy station thing, the one that uses the like black hole gravitational anomaly. Upstairs, star map. There it is, and you've got like a dome over the top. Pretty cool. You can see out to all the like ocean creatures and stuff when it's lit up out there. And then there's a white crate up here. A few white crates actually. 4 of them. Matter tubes. More just random matter overdrive blocks. But anyway, yeah, this thing was fully stocked. Well, it had all the machinery and everything. It didn't have nothing in these crates. These were all empty. But yeah, it had everything, all the machinery that you need to really get started and function for a matter overdrive base. It was all here. So yeah, if you see one of these in your world under the ocean or like even on land, maybe. I don't know if they only spawn underwater. But if you see one, check it out. It's got everything you need in there, all the machines. But yeah, I think that'll do it for this episode. Just a hair shorter than normal. And I'm going to go ahead and fill this storage space out whenever I get to the next dimension for AbyssalCraft. I'm going to use some of the next dimensional blocks to fill the walls and ceiling in with. I think that'll do fairly well. I went ahead and went with the Darklands oak planks for the floor, just so there's a dark floor, and then I'll make the walls a lighter color and the ceiling a lighter color. Anyway, I guess that's enough rambling for now. So until next episode, I'll see you guys later. Have a good day.